Picture an ordinary afternoon. The lights through the kitchen window, the kettle's on, the phone rings. A voice that sounds official, or maybe frightened, says there's a problem only you can fix, right now, with gift cards. There is one sentence that ends almost every money scam aimed at people our age, and you'll have it, word for word, before this video's over. So the next time that call comes, you hang up calm, and your money stays where it belongs. Here's the rule that sentence is built on, and you can use it today. If someone asks you to pay with a gift card, it's a scam. Every time. You don't need to argue, be polite, or figure out if they're telling the truth. You hang up. That's the whole defense, and it works no matter how scary or official the person on the phone sounds. So if you remember nothing else, remember this. A gift card is for a gift. The moment anyone at all tells you to pay a bill, a fine, a fee, or a tax with one, you are talking to a thief. Now stay with me, because in the next few minutes I'll show you why this rule is so airtight, the exact stories these people use to get under your guard, and the one thing to do afterward that can sometimes get your money back. And right at the end, I'll hand you that one sentence, the one you can say to anyone you love so they never get caught. None of this is meant to scare you. It's meant to make you the hardest person in your zip code to trick. But first, let me be honest about something. This is general information, not personal advice about your particular situation. I don't know who's calling you or what they claimed. What I can do is hand you the same rule the Federal Trade Commission hands out and explain it plainly, so you can use it with confidence. So here's the heart of it. According to the Federal Trade Commission, no real business and no government agency will ever tell you to pay them with a gift card. Not the IRS, not Medicare, not Social Security, not your electric company, not your bank, not Apple, not Amazon, not the police. Not one legitimate organization on earth accepts a Google Play card or an Apple card as payment. So the test isn't whether the caller sounds official. The test is the gift card itself. The card is the tell. The instant gift cards enter the conversation, it's over. And here's why these particular cards. The scammer doesn't want the plastic. What they want are the numbers on the back, the card number, and the PIN. The moment you read those numbers out loud to a stranger, the money on that card is theirs, instantly, anywhere in the world, with no bank in the middle to call and reverse it. That's why they push gift cards instead of a check or a wire. It's fast, it's hard to trace, and once you've read out those digits, it's almost like handing cash through the phone. So the defense is as simple as the trick. You never read the numbers off a gift card to anyone who calls you. Not to confirm, not to be safe. Never. Now here's where it gets interesting, because the card never changes, but the story always does. The Federal Trade Commission has cataloged the favorites, and I want you to know them by name, so when you hear one, a bell goes off. 1. The government call. Someone says they're from the IRS, or Social Security, you owe back taxes or a fine, and if you don't pay today with gift cards, there's a warrant, or your benefits get cut off. 2. The tech support call. A pop-up or a caller says it's Microsoft or Apple, there's a virus on your computer, and you have to pay to fix it. 3. The family emergency. A voice that sounds like your grandchild says they're in jail or the hospital and need money quietly, fast, and please don't tell mom. And I have to warn you, scammers can now clone a familiar voice from a few seconds of audio, so it really can sound like them. 4. The prize. You've won something wonderful, but first you have to cover the taxes or fees with a card. 5. The utility threat. Your power gets shut off within the hour, unless you pay. And 6. The account compromise call. Someone says your account's been hacked, and you need to move your money to keep it safe. 6 different costumes, one body underneath, and here's the part nobody tells you. Every one of those stories is built to do the same two things, rush you and scare you. They never give you time to think, because thinking is the scam's only enemy. So the feeling of being hurried, of being told not to hang up and not to tell anyone, that is not a sign that it's serious. It's a sign that it's a scam. A real agency sends a letter and gives you weeks. A thief gives minutes. So let's talk about what to actually do, because the rule is wonderfully boring. When the gift card comes up, you stop. You hang up. You do not call back the number they gave you. If you're worried it might somehow be real, you look up the official number yourself, on a bill, on the back of your card, on the real website, and call it. The genuine company will have no idea what you're talking about, because the demand was never real. And you never, ever read out a card number. That's the entire skill. Hang up, look it up, never read the numbers. Now, one honest note, because I always want to give you the full picture. Most of the time, once those numbers are read out, the money is gone, and I won't pretend otherwise. But not always. The Federal Trade Commission says if you do pay a scammer with a gift card, you should contact the company that issued the card right away. Tell them it was used in a scam, and ask for your money back. Keep the card and the store receipt. Some gift card companies are now flagging fraud and freezing the money before the scammer can drain it, and if it's frozen, or the scammer hasn't grabbed it yet, you may get it back. The Federal Trade Commission is clear. The faster you call, the better your chances. So it is never too late to try, and never something to be ashamed of. These rings are professional. Smart people get caught. The only mistake is staying quiet. And after you call the card company, report it to the Federal Trade Commission at reportfraud.ftc.gov. I know that can feel pointless. It isn't. Those reports are how the gift card companies and investigators spot the patterns and shut the rings down, and your report is what protects the next person, maybe your neighbor or your sister. So let's bring this home. A gift card is for a gift, never a payment, and no real business and no government agency will ever ask to be paid with one. The card is the tell, and the rush is the proof, not the panic. So when a gift card comes up, you do three things. You hang up. You look up the real number yourself if you need to. And you never read those numbers to anyone. If it's already happened, you call the card company and the Federal Trade Commission right away, because sometimes the money can still be saved. You are not foolish for almost falling for it. You're now the person who knows the rule that ends it. So here it is, the one sentence I promised you at the start. Memorize it, and you carry the whole defense with you. If anyone ever tells you to pay with a gift card, hang up, it's a scam. That's the sentence. Now do one small thing for someone you care about. Pick up the phone or walk down the hall and say that same sentence to them. Passed along, it has stopped this cold in more kitchens than any law ever has. So picture that same afternoon again. The kettle's on, the light's in the window, the phone rings, and the voice says, "Pay with gift cards now." Only this time you already know the sentence. You set the phone down, the call ends, and your money stays right where it's always been. That's the win. And it's yours. And if this made the whole thing click for you, do me a favor and tap the like button. It tells the algorithm to show this to someone else who's about to get that call, at the right moment. Take a look at the video on screen next, where I walk through the calls that pretend to be your own bank's fraud department and how to tell the real one from the trap. Take care of yourself and watch out for each other. I'll see you in the next